What's going on, guys? After lunch snack with Rob and bright, bright blue skies. Bright blue skies, nice, beautiful weather, and I will tell you what the temperature is here in just a second. Current temperature. It's 90 degrees, feels like 98. How about that? So it is hot. 90 feels like 98. And that is on the Fahrenheit scale, folks. It's hot. And it's supposed to get to 91 today. That's as high as it's supposed to get. Tomorrow, a little warmer, 92. And then back to 90 on Wednesday, 92 on Thursday, 93 on Friday. And then some chances of some rain in the weekend. We got some rain yesterday morning, and then me and the wife, she decided to get the weed eater out. I've been getting her to ride more. It was getting dark. What's up, Tribe Fan? And it was getting dark, and she decided to weed eat. I was riding the lawnmower. I was actually riding until dark. So pretty funny there. But when it gets this hot, who wants to get out there and mow grass? I don't. So I didn't. I didn't do it, as they say. British Open field, Royal St. George's, 1894 and still kicking. And I kind of loosely got Mickelson in the other in the PGA. So let's give you three, let's say, out there dark horses. But if you get a chance to put $5 on them, do it. Nice little cool down for northeast Ohio over the weekend. 77 on Saturday with a rain possibility. Ah, very cool, very nice, very nice. It's going to be breezy there. Okay, it's going to be breezy, and it's going to be a little cooler. I think some of the Americans will take to it. I really do. So first off, I'm going to give you the three people that I think if you got $5, leave the driver in the bag. Some of the shorter hitters still need a driver. You're still going to need a driver in the bag. Par 70 and still over 7,000 yards. Some of the short drivers still hit at 255, 260. They need to leave it in the bag. Most of them, no. Most of them can. Mickelson should leave the driver right in San Diego. Okay? He could leave the 3-wood in San Diego. Come with that 5-wood or the 2-iron, he'll be fine. Well, let me first start off before I even say anything. There's been some withdrawals from this tournament. And sadly, some of them have been due to the pandemic. Zach Johnson just got pushed out of the field yesterday. He got a positive test. So he is not going to the British Open. He's one I think could have made some noise. I really think so. I'm not looking at the guys that can hit it a long ways. I'm looking at guys that can putt the ball, okay? And some people that have really good short games. Also, let me say this. There's some others. Lee, Minwoo Lee, Richard Lee. There's a couple of guys from Korea not taking part in this event. Okay, and they chose not to. But let me preface this by saying They did it on their own choosing. And to me, it's a very, very smart move. Let me tell you why. Okay? South Korea makes it where every young man, as long as they are healthy, has to serve 2 years in the service. Now, it could be public service type stuff. It could be a teaching job, but you got to stay in the country for 2 years. You're not allowed to leave any reason whatsoever. It's south of North Korea. I'm not sure which Korea it is, but these two kids that were eligible to play in the British Open decided not to. Why? Because they have an option. What's up, Alex? They have a chance here. If they go to the Olympics and they medal gold, silver, or bronze, right? They present that medal to their government. It exempts them from having to serve that 2 years of military time. So you tell me whether you would go to the British Open, try to possibly make, a bundle of money, or would you go home, practice, be ready for what's up, Sean? What's up, Alex? I'll tell you in a minute about my home run derby tonight too. But which would you do if you were a Korean? Would you concentrate on the British Open, which would be very, very hard to concentrate, realizing that I think it's within like a month and a half, 2 months, they would have to give the game up for 2 years and have to do their public service, whether it's military work or whatever it is. They make it a little bit easier now than it used to, but I would definitely choose going to the Olympics, trying to be one of the 3 people that medal in the game. I would do that too. First off, let me give you my dark horses for this tournament for the British Open, okay? And one of them shouldn't be a big surprise to you, only due to the fact, what's up, Keith? Due to the fact he won it in 2019. Shane Lowry. Shane Lowry has the short game for it. He has the putting ability for it, and he's used to it over there. I think Shane Lowry could be a guy to deal with before the week is over. Another dark horse, okay? And I'm putting him as a dark horse, but look, he can win the tournament. Phil Mickelson. Phil Mickelson has the short game. His putting is coming along. He's actually putting better this year than he has the past 5 years. He's coming along this year, and he's won a major this year. I think he has a legit chance of winning at the British Open. Short games, and the thing of it is, his brother's got to get in his head and say, look, you got to stay out of those pit bunkers. They are hazardous. Not just hazards, but they are hazardous. And you just can't play that way. If you don't listen to your caddy, you're probably not going to have a chance to win at this tournament. And my third dark horse, let's see, who would I consider a dark horse here that can possibly pull one out of the hat? How about Matt Kuchar? Matt Kuchar. Let's go with Matt Kuchar here. He's another dark horse, okay? He's a guy that has a short game, can play. He's a little bit longer hitter than Zach Johnson, but I don't think he's quite the putter Zach Johnson was. I think Zach was a legit chance of winning this tournament, and he got pulled yesterday, and he's not going to win it. We know that now. But I think he had a legit chance of winning. But, what ifs and what ifs, right? Now let's go with who I think will win this tournament. And I like 3 Americans. I think 3 Americans out there. Wow, Duncan Keith traded to the Oilers. Wow. Anytime we talk about putting, I don't know how many of you guys out there know the game of golf, But if you're thinking about putting, you're thinking about Americans, thinking about short game, and not somebody over the 50-year-old mark. Obviously, Jim Furyk is a real dark horse here, but I think he could win it too. But I just don't know if he can last 4 days walking, because in the senior tour you get to ride the carts now. It's a big difference. It's a lot different. But for the 3 American golfers that I think have a legit chance of winning the British Open, is anybody out there? Who out there even has a pick? If you have a pick, Alex says tonight he thinks Pete Alonso. Alex also says thinks Happy Gilmore is going to win that tournament. Home Run Derby, I'll give you round by round who I think. David Duval withdrawing made news. Well, David Duval loves playing over there, but he's really not been hitting the ball great. When he's been even practicing, he said he's just not been happy with his game. Now I don't know if he withdrew due to his game or something else. Could be personal issues. I don't know about that. But it could have come into play. Ricky Fowler is a kid that could come out and actually play well this week. Ricky Fowler, I want to see Bryson DeChambeau and Brooks Koepka paired together. That would be wonderful to see. Really, you know what? I don't think either one of them, sadly, make any headlines this week. They might be on the leaderboard day 1 or day 2. Day 3 and day 4, I think they're going to be afterthoughts. I really do. Fowler has a legit chance of at least staying on the leaderboard. He can putt relatively well. His iron play is really good. His driving has been kind of suspect, but you don't have to drive the ball here as well as some other places. You've got to stay out of those pot bunkers. Fowler could be one that makes noise. He's not one of my top 3 picks, though, okay? One of my top pick, I'll give you my number 3 pick. How many home runs over 500 feet will we see tonight? 6. I'm going to say 6. My number 3 pick, I'm going to say Brandt Snedeker, okay? Brandt Snedeker not had a great year. He really hasn't had a great year. This is a place you can pick up and play. This is a place, and look, I don't like to make light of it over in England. I really don't. But this is a place that if you never hit the ball above 30 feet off the ground, okay, if you never hit the ball 30 feet off the ground and any higher and just keep it low and keep it tracking, which golfer could win in a drinking contest, that would be John Daly, and he will be there. John Daly will be there. And he admits he could win a drinking contest. But this is a place that you can keep the ball really low to the ground and just almost play it like a putt-putt contest if you are willing to do it. The pros are not willing to do it. You know, they want to hit it high in the air. They're on the East Coast, in the southern part of England. Maybe a little warmer. Yeah, it could be, but it's right on the coastline. There's going to be winds. Winds yesterday about 18, 19 miles an hour. They're going to play a part in it. You want to hit the ball low. I like Brandt Snedeker is my number 3 pick of the week. Which golfer has the biggest belly contest? Jason Duffner's right there. Number 2, and so is my man Daly. Number 2, I'm going to say Webb Simpson. Webb Simpson on any given day can outputt anybody. Webb Simpson is maybe the best putter we've seen in the last 10 years, maybe 15 years. He is an excellent putter. He has got to get his game together as far as irons goes. He cannot be putting 30 feet away where everybody else is putting 18 feet away, 10 feet. It won't add up. He will not win this tournament if he does not get iron play going. But if he has his irons working, I'll put him up against any golfer out there putting. He will beat most of them. I like Webb Simpson. Now my number 1 pick. Does anybody have any clue who I'm picking number 1 to win the British Open? I've got it written down right here too. I don't think you can see it. I'll give it about 10 more seconds. Anybody wants to take a guess? Speed golf, huh? Not Rory. No, it's a European. It's a European golfer. Speed golf. No. Patrick Reed. Patrick Reed. Who likes to play over in England more than Patrick Reed? When they play the Ryder Cup over in Europe, who is more wide open and into it than Patrick Reed? He revs up. He enjoys it. Okay? If they boo him, he enjoys it. If they cheer him, he enjoys it. He goes along with whatever goes on. He can be an ass. Yeah, no doubt about it. He can be a pain in the ass. But I think that he has the wherewithal. I think he has a game. I think he wins this thing. They're my top 3 picks this week. Reed, Webb Simpson, Brandt Snedeker, my dark horses. I will take one foreigner. I will take Shane Lowry along with Matt Kuchar, Phil Mickelson. Phil Mickelson has the long game for it. We should all do the conga line. All right, now let's have somebody give me the first round, second round, third round, versus, and who, if somebody wins, who they'll be taking on. Okay, so somebody, I don't care who's in charge of it. Give me one of the rounds of the 8 guys that are playing, and I'll tell you who I think wins that round. I think if you win each round, you can win like $500,000. I have not entered it, and I will actually not be here probably to watch it tonight. So somebody throw me 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, whoever it is, and I'll tell you who I think wins. Okay? It's a shame about Ronald Acuna Jr. over the weekend. Ronald Acuna. We're here. I'm hearing it could be next June at the very earliest. His return, June, and in likelihood he may miss all of 2021. But at the earliest, we see him back next June. 11 months. It's a sad fact, but being that he's young, that's the one thing he has in his favor. But I really don't think you'll see him before the All-Star break next year, and you may not see him at all in 2021. Is anybody hooking me up? If they're not, let me see if I can find it. Tonight's matchups for the Home Run Derby. All right, here we go. Home Run Derby. Okay. First off, the first round, we see Shohei Ohtani against Soto. Soto with the Washington Nationals. And they've got Ohtani being the winner of this round. I like Soto. I really do. Soto has a nice swing. And this is a contest. If you haven't noted it, and if you're a young person, this is a contest that can screw up a home run hitter big time. Go back and watch 20 years ago, 15 years ago, Josh Hamilton. Josh Hamilton slaughtered the ball. Go back and watch Josh Hamilton. I think he was with the Rangers at the time. I'm not sure. I don't think he was with the Reds. I think it was Rangers. And I mean, he slaughtered the ball. He hit the ball everywhere. But his career was never the same after this. I hope Ohtani is not going to do the same thing. I really do. But I like Soto in this first round. I like Soto to win round 1 right here over Ohtani. I think he's stronger. I know Ohtani's been hitting 450-foot home runs. That's all well and good. I like Soto here. Soto hits a lot of line drive 400-footers. And they're playing in Colorado. I like Soto here. Next round, we got Joey Gallo against Trevor Story. I think this one right here. Oh, Paul Orndorff died at 71. I heard he was doing bad. Next round, we have Joey Gallo going against Trevor Story. To me, this is the biggest difference. Trevor Story is a nice power hitter for a shortstop. Joey Gallo, he can one-hand it out of the ballpark all day long. And Joey Gallo is probably one of the 10 strongest guys in baseball. Joey Gallo, I think, easily wins this. I've always liked the left-handed hits batters too. I don't know why, but I've always liked those left-handed batters in the home run derby. I like Gallo to win this one. Next one, we got Olson. Is that Olson from the A's? Somebody help me out there. Olson from the A's, Trey Mancini. Somebody help me out. Is that Olson from the A's? Matt Olson. All right. This would be the biggest story of all. If you understand where Trey Mancini was a year ago, stage 3 colon cancer a year ago at this time. They didn't even know if the guy was going to live. And to come back a year later, back on a baseball roster and playing at a high level. And I'm not an Orioles fan. You guys know I like the Red Sox. But this is a story within a story right here. That being said, Olson is just too. I think he's too strong right here. I think Olson is a kid. He's just a strong buck of a guy. I think Olson wins this round. I think he wins it going away right here. I really do. Next one we got is Salvador Perez, a catcher. Really? Catcher from the Royals? When I see Perez, that's who I'm thinking, because I heard him talking about wanting to do this. But is that who we're talking about going up against Pete Alonso? Salvador Perez? There are some catchers that kill it. There are some catchers that kill it in ball practice, especially in batting practice before games. I don't know why. It used to be Chooch. Ruiz for the Phillies. They say he used to hit more home runs in batting practice for the game than virtually anybody, including Ryan Howard, including Chase Utley. Ruiz would hit home run after home run after home run. I don't know why. But come on, Perez, I think you're stepping into a little more than you need to right here. I like Alonso in this. Pete has a short swing. That's going to come in handy here. Having a nice short swing and can still hit it 400 feet out of any ballpark, 415, 420 if needed. Pete Alonso wins this first round. Now, who's going to match up? I've got Soto, Gallo, Olson, and we heard about it just a minute ago, Tribe fan. That's fine. You didn't have to retract it though. That's cool. So I've got I got Soto, Gallo, Olson, and Alonso. So who takes on who in the second round? Somebody help me out. If Soto makes it to the second round, is he taking on Gallo? Yeah, Terry Funk has Alzheimer's. Yeah, I heard about that about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Let's see who's going to take on each other here. Darius says, "Hi, Mrs. Rob. She says hello. And let's see. So let's see who the second round. Does anybody got one of those round matchups? Who's going to meet in the second round and beyond? Hoping this works right here, maybe. Okay. So we got Soto going against Alonso. We got Soto going against Alonso here. Man, oh man, I'll tell you what. I hate going against either one of these guys. Soto has one of maybe the sweetest left-handed swing going, and Alonso has maybe the shortest swing of all 8 of them. You know what? I'm going with Soto. Okay, I'm going with Soto of the Washington Nationals to make it to the finals. Don't know if he will, but I like it. That smooth left-handed stroke he's got. Soto makes it over Alonso. The other one, we got Gallo against Olson. Look, Gallo to me may be the best power hitter, home run hitter in the game sometime, other than maybe Vlad Jr. You know, you love seeing Vlad Jr. in this, but hey, there are some coaches that step in and say, no. I know the Red Sox are big. They did not want Rafael Devers in this contest. They did not want him, and they may have offered him a package. You know, they may have said, look, we'll give you $40,000 to set your ass at home, or just play in the All-Star game. Do not take part in this. But Gallo has such a cool swing, too. I'll tell you what, I like Gallo over Olson in this matchup. Gallo is a home run hitter. Now we got Soto against Gallo. Okay. Soto against Gallo. And I just think Soto maybe has the best all-around swing of anybody in the game almost. He has, you know, I don't like a lot of his antics, but I think he's going to be tough to beat tonight. I really do. For that reason alone, I'm taking Soto to win the All-Star home run contest. And that's the way we'll go with that. I'm going to say Soto wins it all. If you guys, if you out there in chat land disagree with me, definitely put on there before it starts tonight. Don't wait till 9:30 when the second round's already come around. Put it out there now. Who is going to win the home run hitting contest? I've said Soto. Okay. And I say Gallo comes in second. It's pretty cool though, National League and American League guy. And I've said Patrick Reed wins the British Open. If anybody out there thinks somebody different, you can give me your 3 highlight picks for the Open and your 3 dark horse picks. Patrick Reed's my number 1 pick. Webb Simpson is my number 2 pick. Brandt Snedeker is my number 3. Dark horses, Lowry, Mickelson, Kuchar. And it's 160 some people in the field. 6 people is not a lot to choose from. 6 is not a lot to take. The story getting the advantage for knowing how the ball carries there. Maybe a little, but don't forget, a team like, let's see, the National League teams go in there and play every year. May not play but 3-4 games, but they do play there every year. He may have a little bit of an advantage, but when they see, it's kind of like playing wiffle ball. Once you hit a ball and you see it going further than you thought, that just pumps you up even more. That even pumps your adrenaline up more. So I think it might be an advantage to not play there all the time and not know what to expect. Because if you hit a regular home run, 390, it's going 415 there. It's just going to do it. I don't know if they're going to overswing. We'll see. Overswinging that could do in somebody like a Soto, the guy I've got winning it all. But I don't think he will, because I think Soto knows his power, knows his strengths, knows what he can do with the ball, and pretty good at it. How many runs will happen in the game tomorrow night? Personally, I think this is a game where I don't think it's going to be as many as you think. I think it'll be 8 runs, maybe put in the game 5-3. 5-3. It may not be that many, but that would be my over and under. If somebody gave me an over under 7.5, I'd go over. If they gave me 8.5, I'd go under. Who wins a home run derby? Oh, did anybody see Charles Barkley yesterday playing golf? We saw him make 4 pars yesterday. My man is starting to come around. He had a couple of birdie putts, had a couple of birdie looks. I can't be any happier for Charles Barkley. I really, really am. He was just about ready to give the game up. He got some good people in his corner to help him out. The guy plays tough, hard, and fierce. He loves to play. He wanted to make the top 70 so bad. He did not make it, but he wanted to make it. But they got to bring him back. They've got to bring him back. The top 70 are assured if they want to come back next year, they can come back to play in the American Century. And how about the story we found out at the end of the tournament? Did anybody watch the very end of the tournament, the playoff with John Smoltz and Vinny Del Negro? Did anybody see that? If that wasn't touching, I don't know what was. Which NFL players would do good in home run derby? Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson. He still could do it. But did anybody see the very end with Vinny Del Negro going against John Smoltz? That was a touching moment there. If you didn't see it, it may be on YouTube. I don't know. I didn't post it on YouTube. Rob Gronkowski, he might be able to hit a home run or two too. Yeah. What we found out was this though. Vinny Del Negro played. He played his ball in the NBA, and then he was coached. We found out last Wednesday, the day before he started playing he started playing Friday out there in Reno. But last Wednesday, his father passed away. Vinny Del Negro's father passed away. He just said it right there as soon as he won the tournament. His father passes away Wednesday. He comes to Reno Friday, plays Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and had to get back home today for his father's funeral. That's got to be tough. That's got to be really tough. I don't know how many people could do that. I really don't. So big props out there to Vinny Del Negro. I had not heard about that. I don't think it had been public because I think they would have said something on the TV. It was not a public thing. He came out and said, my father passed away Wednesday, and I was out here. I got out here Thursday night, teed off. So he didn't even get a practice round in, I don't think. And won the thing. So I'm glad he did. I've had one practice round so far with Bethpage Black on Inside the Cup Golf. It's a tough course. Jordan Spieth scored 4 over. 4 over par. Did not play well. Didn't putt well. But he didn't always get it to the hole either. Not a lot of water there, though. We're going to have that course coming up. And we're going to have Torrey Pines coming up. I'm just letting you guys know. In December, we'll have round 2 of the Ryder Cup. Americans right now own the Ryder Cup. We won it in the playoff round yesterday. McIlroy lost to Justin Thomas. We will take new teams. We'll pick new teams, maybe out of the 2020 set, maybe out of the 2021 set. I don't know yet. And Philly's first round draft pick, they took a picture. Philly's first round pick. Andrew Painter. Andrew Painter. Don't know a lot about him. He's pitched for the USA team. They say he has got a decent fastball, but he's only 18. He's only 18. Don't know anything. Red Sox first round pick. Marcelo Mayer. Okay, quickly ditches Yankees on allegiance. Expected to be minted the number 1 pick. They got him with the number 4 pick. So he was expecting to go number 1, and Marcelo Mayer goes to the Red Sox. A lot of teams took pitching. Red Sox probably went with the best overall pick. 18-year-old shortstop from Eastlake High School in California. Not many, Alex, not many. So they probably went with the best overall pick. He liked it, Yankees growing up, and now he is a Boston Red Sox. So that'll be interesting to see what happens. But they get the number 4 pick overall there. We will. I will probably be back on here some more in the next day or two. I may try to have Anthony, or I may go to Anthony's channel, and we'll talk about maybe how baseball teams are going halfway through the season compared to what we thought would happen too. I'm one of the people that picked the A's. I'm one of the few, the proud, not the Marines, the A's. But I was one. Bucks smoked the Suns last night. Yep, by 20 points. Giannis puts another 40 on the board last night. They're not over with yet. I still say the Suns win it, but it's going to be tougher. I think Suns probably win Game 4. They should be settled in now. I think they'll win Game 4. We'll see what happens. Till we see you again, my name's Rob. Thanks so much for taking Patrick Reed in the British Open. Okay? And tonight, I'm taking Soto in I did pick the Twins to win the AL Central. You are correct. They're going to have a big work to do. But, hey, those teams, the Indians, at the top right now, it's still a little bit of a fuzzy deal. Twins not going to come out and win it. But it's still a little fuzzy at the top right now. It's not necessarily the White Sox to win or lose. It could definitely be the Indians before it's over with. Till I see you again. My name's Rob. Thanks so much for checking out my channel. God bless. And snack time with Rob, or after lunch snack time. I appreciate you coming there. And we'll be back again very, very soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.